Hello and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. It is time for us to rest for the night, because tomorrow we get on a carriage, we head for the capital, and we aim to assassinate Luis. So, let's have a little rest. Let's rest.
Huh? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger. You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid. As I mentioned previously, the Archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights.
That's interesting. Supporters is red, which implies it's in the memorandum.
One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power just as you do, that is my ideal world.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies. Only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration. Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain. Good.
Alrighty then, now let's hit the road. The king's funeral is coming up, is it not? We should hurry back to Grand Trad. Okay.
This place here.
Well, let's head to Grand Trad. We'll need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it to the royal capital.
Let's go.
We can wait no longer. Are you ready? I am ready, although memorandum? Okay, so we got nothing on supporters. So I realized there are actually two cases where it's red. One, it's red because it's in the memorandum. Two, it's red because it's in another document like a tutorial. So it could be that we get a tutorial about it later. Anyway, go to Grand Trad. Also, sometimes they're just red to make them stand out, but I suspect we'll get a supporters tutorial. Anyway, Grand Trad.
Let's move out.
Let's go.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Okay.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Luis zealots too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort, sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
Klinger is still alive. Just want to throw that out there. I think he's still alive, isn't he? So that would mean that there are 3 survivors. But anyway, We both did well. How are you holding up, or it's only going to get tougher? Let's just see how. Let's just check in.
You okay? Unfortunately, I'd not had time to put any names to faces. Don't even know the name of the Roussant fellow we talked down.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Milady!
Ooh, okay. So we're getting to see what she's up to.
Welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
Okay, so this confirms something from last time. She did not. She just happened to be on the same carriage as us when we came in. It was not like she was with us when she came to the city. At least it doesn't seem that way. It seems like she was separately invited at the same time and just happened to be on the same carriage.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. One day remains.
Search party.
Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As they gaze upon the city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind, the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart.
So we have to assume that she's been looking for the prince ever since he went missing. But that's a long mission to be on.
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Okay. Let's do that.
Here we go.
Grius went ahead. Let's hurry after him.
That's terribly unfair.
Oh, we get to explore Grand Trad again. See what new things there are for us to, well, listen in on. Hello.
Now then.
I wonder what the lodging Grius mentioned is like. Can't wait to actually get some rest for once.
That's terribly unfair.
Hello. This journey was a rough one. I came across a horde of goborns and thought I was going to die. I suppose it is reckless to be in this line of work with just a plain old horse-drawn carriage. Only I had a gauntlet runner. Wait, what's the point of complaining to an elder? Must be more exhausting. I must be more exhausted than I thought. Okay. Head this way. Well, we'll go over there in a second. Let's start with you. Hello.
An elder?
Elder, I remember you. You walked through the wasteland to get here before, correct? Got a ride in a carriage this time. If so, the coachman did you a kindness. I guess so.
Just can't stand it.
Until a few years ago, gauntlet runners used to park here in this carriage parking area. Looking at them was the only thing I looked forward to, but nowadays there's a ban on them or something. Okay, so the banned gauntlet runners coming in here. Interesting. Can we go this way? Not that there's anything along here, but...
Let's not.
Nope. You simply cannot go that way. That's fair. Okay. If I check my map as well...
Alright then.
Okay, yeah, so there is somewhere we specifically have to go, so we can explore everywhere else if we want to. Also, we can now see 3 different places on the map, which are the 3 places we've been. Okay. Can I go in here? Seriously, a tavern? Let's not put food before the mission. Okay. Don't stray too far. You're still on, you know, rails for now. Hello. What's happening here?
Hey!
What's this then? You come to pick over this one, or you come to pick this one over too? Hate to tell you, but he's got nothing worth taking. Is he alright?
You are.
What? Never seen someone hit by this before? Just look at him. Of course he's not alright. Thinks somebody moves him along during the day, but come night he's always around these parts moaning like a ghoul. Waste of sympathy trying to look out for these types. Not exactly a rare sight in town. There's some kind of ghoulish thing, like disease happening here, and everyone's just like, okay, that's normal. Hello.
Ugh, come off it.
No, an Elda again. Ugh, and it's that same one that was skulking about earlier too. You dare show yourself here, just as the royal funeral is taking place. Oh, this is a bad omen. Hurry up and get out of here. Your kind will only make the Magla stronger. Wow, this lady is one to talk. It's not like she can actually tell how much Magla's in the air. Is there a lot? I don't know. I pressed the button, but she didn't say anything. So,
Whatever will I do?
advise against any detours right now. Sunshade Row is just down the stairs on the corner with the carriage rank right in front of us. Okay.
Whatever will I do?
In which case, we will do as we're told, apart from speaking to you first.
Aha.
Oh, could it be? You're an Elder, correct? I've never seen one of your kind before. I assume you're not from these parts. Tell me, do you hail from outside the city? I mean, that's pretty obvious. Yeah, that's right. I see. I must admit I'm quite jealous of you, Elder. Traveling outside the city is a most dangerous venture. Unless you have a gauntlet runner, that is. Well, if this is your first time here, I must warn you to stay on your guard. The city's denizens can be somewhat unwelcoming to people of your tribe. Alright, I mean, that's quite a friendly little message there. Okay, let's head down. Okay, we got the gallows over there.
Tosses, King. I just want some coin.
So this is Sunshade Row. Seems a fine place to disappear from prying eyes.
Got it.
Where's the inn? You suppose we should ask around? Could do. Suppose. Hello?
Do you need something?
The Hushed Honeybee Inn? Only bad sorts of folks in there, you know. Well, go at your own risk, I won't stop you. You know the narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows? Go down that and there'll be some stairs. It's at the end of the way. Alright, I'm looking at these guys trying to identify what race he is. Do you think he's a rogue, potentially? He could be. Also, he directly told us where to go and I didn't listen to a word he said. Oh, it's at the far end of the alley to the right of the gallows. It actually has it above his head if you've already spoken to him. That's really cool. Far end of the galley, right? So it's down that way. Okay. Hello. You're a pompous man. So, I think that you're a Roussant.
Damn.
Ooh, you get a full picture. That accursed landlord told my mother comes tomorrow and he still springs all this work on me.
Hey.
Hey you, fancy a riddle? Where is one sure to find the kind-hearted in this country? No idea. Right up on those gallows there. Yes, the people hanging there are good, virtuous people. A true villain never faces judgment, no matter their crimes.
Well,
By the way, you're not from the capital, are you? What brings you to this cesspool of a city? An inn on Sunshade Road.
yeah.
Ah, the Honeybee. What business might one have there? Okay. And yeah, his also has like a little like summary of what he said. That's cool. I like that. Hello, apathetic woman. You're definitely a Rosant. When will the next execution be? Oh, I can't wait. The last Nidia was a sight to behold. It's not often you get to see such a pathetic cowering. Okay, hello. Can't wait to actually get some rest for once. Okay. So we were told specifically where it is, so what if I just ignore it? Oh, also we got all sorts of things on this map. So we've got the inn down to the right. We've got what appears to be a scroll shop. And we definitely have an armory shop and a weapon shop. Cool. Can I go down this way?
Idiot peasants.
Out of my sight, filthy little elder.
Come on!
Someone's shouting from upstairs, but don't let it get to you. You haven't done anything wrong. That's just mean. Okay. Blomhall. If it's an igniter shop, they're doing a good job disguising it. Either way, we need to be somewhere else right now. Okay. Oh. That's not a good sign. Well, let's head down this way and have a little look down these roads if it'll let us. Nope. Wait, she just told me that's not the way to the inn. If she knows that's not the way to the inn, I suppose she heard our conversation earlier, but I was going to say, if she knows the way to the inn, could she not have just told us? Also, we cannot go in there. But that's fine. Let's head down this way. So, that's a Parasup. Again, I'm just trying to make sure I actually get these locked in. That's a Parapus. Hello. Oh, look at me, damned elder. Wow. Rude.
Crowd on this street looks pretty rough.
Yeah, definitely seem rough.
Watch out for pickpockets. You can bet they'll all see you as an easy mark.
What is it?
Okay. Well. Yeah, you're another Parapus.
Hi, you there.
What are you doing here? This ain't a place for you guy of your stature. Hold on, an elder. I see, that's why. What do you mean? Take a look around, mate. The people who gather here have a little something in common. An elder like you, Parapus like us, I won't pry, but it's safe to say we've all been through the ringer, we have. Okay. And there's Grius, so we must be in the right place.
Oh.
Grius, we heard all the soldiers at the fort got annihilated, but not you, I see, you stubborn old bastard. About that. Aye, don't you worry, nearly all the Sunshade Row's in your debt. None of us here will go running our mouths now. Alright, we're here.
This place.
This is the Hushed Honeybee Inn.
Got it.
Finally, a place to get a proper rest. Something good's cooking too, I can smell it. Let's hurry inside.
You're back.
Hello?
Papa, welcome home.
Papa? Okay, I have many questions. Obviously, she's a Parapus, and he is a rogue. But she is an Iskia? Or Ishkia, from what we previously knew? Can you marry within races? And if you marry within races, or within tribes, does that create a mixture? Like a different tribe? I have many, many questions. Or is this an adoption situation?
Well, hello, my Maria. I trust you've been staying out of trouble. These are, well, new recruits. Just enlisted.
So young. It's good to meet you. I'm Fabienne. This inn is my business and my home. Manners, Maria.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
You're back sooner than I thought. Something happened.
Something bad. Barely any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
Great question. I was wondering if they were just going to move on, but I'm happy that we're not.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but would you mind looking after Maria a little while longer?
Of course. It wouldn't be the Honeybee without her.
Okay, not her daughter, exclusively Grius' daughter, who he brought here. I have many questions.
Now, as for the rest of you, after braving the frontiers with this curmudgeon, I'm sure you would welcome a warm supper.
Also, like, if he is the archetype of the elderly person who teaches us the ways of the world and then dies, him having a daughter is just a way for that to make it even more emotionally devastating for us. So, Grius, you better not die. Just telling you that now. Don't die.
Once we're done, we'll head upstairs.
It's so good.
I'm trying to figure out what it is. It appears to be some tomatoes that have been cut in half and put on a plate with some potatoes, maybe? Alright, well, moving on.
Oh, spicy. I can't feel my tongue.
Oh, pipe down and eat, boy.
That was delicious, especially the meat. I wasn't expecting it to have such a kick, but it grows on you fast.
Red grass roasted beedou. Bird meat. One of her hometown specialities. She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really the only ones?
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways, but it seems none could avail themselves to us, which means we're the only ones who can do this.
Still, killing Luis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Grius, do you have a plan? Fill us in.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
I'm with him.
It's risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly. Don't worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him. I'll need you to draw Luis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening. And don't rely on your fancy powers for this, all right? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things. This is all I need.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No, you'll just get in the way. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one. It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
I don't know about this.
I really don't know about this.
Stop fussing. Leave it to me. One last thing. Keep Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely on her own.
Okay, I'm just saying the death flags are flying high into the sky. He's gonna confront the most powerful person in the world that we currently know of, alone, with a kitchen knife, and he would like us to keep his daughter, who he is a single father for, company, just for a little bit, because she gets lonely if she's left alone, like say if her father was to die tragically. The flags are in the air, they're waving, everyone's pointing at him. This guy, he is in a very precarious situation.
Aren't you at least going to tuck her in?
You've got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's done as far from her as possible.
Ah, yes. On the last night he could spend with his daughter, he decides instead that he is too busy. Perfect.
And there's his fatherly side, I suppose. Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves, but I'd feel bad leaving Maria all alone. Shall we go check in on her, at least?
Okay.
Look at that.
Ooh, we got some new stuff in our memorandum. The Hushed Honeybee Inn. A tavern and inn located on the back streets of Grand Trad, managed by a parapus named Fabienne that acts as Grius' secret base's operations. The first floor is known to be an unofficial meeting place for minority tribes to gather and exchange information. Fabienne is generally aware of Grius' covert operations and occasionally even lends her cooperation. At the tavern, Fabienne prepares delectable dishes from her hometown, and her food is highly popular. Red grass roasted bidou, a culinary speciality from the hometown of Fabienne, hostess of the hushed Honeybee Inn. Roasted with zesty spices and red grass herbs, this aromatic poultry dish is supposedly so addictive one bite will make you crave it for life. Many customers frequent the Honeybee to indulge in this meal alone, a hidden gem of Sunshade Row. So the things that I thought were potatoes were some sort of bird meat. Okay, I see. Well, okay then. Maria, all says, Grius' daughter, part rogue, part Ishkaya. Ah, okay. So you do get half races, so it's half rogue, half Ishkaya. As interesting, because would you not naturally assume that there would be lots of people who are part one, part another, roaming around? Is there a reason why there isn't? Perhaps there's some stigma around inter-tribe marrying. Anyway. She lives at the Hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad. Also, the fact that she's part rogue would definitely say that that is actually his daughter. Where Fabienne takes care of her. A cheerful and lovable girl, she helps out in the inn at night, but is often discriminated against for being a half-blood, resulting in a lack of friends her own age. Ah, so yes, discrimination against half-bloods. Fabienne. Or that's not... Yeah, Fabienne. Fabienne Vulpes, proprietress of the Hushed Honeybee Inn, a tavern and inn located in the back streets of Grand Trad. A beautiful Parapus woman of good character, she has a common-law marriage with Grius and thinks of his child Maria as her own. So this is Grius's, well, I was going to say second wife, but there's no guarantee that he was married to the first person. Anyway, interesting. We do also have a bed that we could just be like, nah, I'm just going to sleep instead of doing that. Check the view from the window. I can faintly hear the hustle and bustle of the city from beyond the closed shutters. Okay, hallway. Okay, guest room. Door is locked, but no one seems to be inside. This is Maria's room. Is there anywhere else we can go? We can go downstairs. Oh, where Maria is. So you've got some of the bird. What else have we got? You got bird plus a whole loaf of bread and some like rolls, and then like I assume some sort of soup. Although I gotta say it's looking more like, I don't know what that's looking like. Anyway, what else have we got in here? We got a whole fish. You've also ordered the bread and soup. You're waiting for someone to come back, I assume. But yeah, you come for like bread and stuff. You got pizza? Okay. Or some kind of flatbread thing. Person at the end's already eaten whatever they've got. Alright, cool. And then we got a whole menu on the wall. Okay. Anyway, hello.
Please enjoy your stay.
Grius and I go some ways back, please. Oh, make yourself at home. I think I have auto still on. Ooh, food shelf. Fabienne's groceries for the inn are all lined up. I don't want to get in our way, so I'll leave them alone. I assume at some point we can do something here. Like, this seems like an area we're gonna come back to. Hello.
Did you need something?
I can't sleep.
I can't sleep.
You can't relax? Your job must be hard. Oh, I just remembered. Papa said you have a strange book, and that I should ask to see it.
You like books, huh?
Well, I haven't ever seen one before, so I was wondering what they're like.
Do you know how to read?
Do you know how to read?
Just a little.
Well, since you're here, let's all read it together, okay?
Really? Oh, but I still have work to do.
Don't worry, Maria. I can handle this crowd. You have fun reading upstairs.
Really?
Yes. You did a very good job today.
Let's read then.
Into the late night we read.
There's so many pictures. Are all books like this? Miss Fabienne taught me how to read a little. She said it helps with keeping the inn running.
That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive that you know how to read.
Well, I can't do lots of hard words, but I like learning new ones. Plus, I like when people say I'm clever, so I've got to work really, really hard. Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him a lot. I'm good at waiting.
Are you sure you're alright?
Are you sure you're doing all right?
Yes, Papa's always like this when he comes home, but I'm happy he's here. Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
Let's do this again sometime.
Let's do this again sometime.
Really? You don't mind talking to me? Then it's a promise. You're helping Papa with his job, aren't you? So, be safe.
We're about to get another bond?
I've heard his job can be really dangerous.
She must be feeling anxious herself, but she's still concerned from the bottom of her heart about her safety. I feel comforted by Maria's kind-hearted nature.
The pure-hearted maiden, Maria. Within her dwells the virtue of the healer. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
New bond!
Thank
Rank
you.
1. With Maria. The party can now study the healer. Cool. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the healer from Maria. You can now study the healer in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
I wonder if Papa will stay for longer this time. It'd be sad if he had to leave right away.
Yeah, if he had to leave right away or if he never came back, but I'm sure it'll work out. It'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Okay. I think I'll try to read a little bit more, and then I'll go find Miss Fabienne and go to bed. Alright, I'll try to read this part now. In this country, the something king hears the voices of the city and protects their way of life. What's this say?
Society's purpose is to protect its citizens. This is a basic principle of this utopia. All are equal, all live in safety, and the rich and poor are as one, with no gaps, no conflict. All are friends, deserving of help. Basically, it's a place where there's no fighting, and everyone always gets along.
Wow. Where is this place? No one gets left alone there, right? I wish I could go. Can I read a little more?
We're probably not going to bed anytime soon.
As dawn breaks, so begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
I don't like how often it says that she's going to be left alone.
The king's casket has left the castle. The procession will take the main streets to its destination, the Grand Cathedral. I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Luis's attention.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
Okay. I mean, him saying this again, I've said it many times and I'll say it again. It's a little worrying, but don't worry, I'll handle it.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends is all. We're going to split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
I'll see to everything here, don't worry.
Papa.
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
It'll be fine.
Everything will be fine.
Right.
Once we're back, let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
See you soon.
You know, there are so many death flags, it almost seems like he won't die just because there are so many of them.
Once it's over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best. Right then. Let's get ourselves ready, then head for the Grand Cathedral.
Are we ready? Oh! Location of facilities. Press the right bumper to open up the local map. Icons show where each facility is located. Major facilities include the weapon shop, armor shop, general store, and magic shop.
Let's go.
To get to the Grand Cathedral, we've got to head down Sun Lumio Street, and then we turn right when we get to the square in front of the gallows. There should be some shops selling weapons or armor on our way, so let's stop by. If you can't find them, your map should help. New memorandum? Okay. Regolith Grand Cathedral. An enormous cathedral built in the royal capital around the time Sanctism was established as a state religion. The largest sculpture in the entire kingdom, it boasts a scale far surpassing any other Sanctus construction. The land on which it was built was the former cemetery for the Ukrainian royal family. The highest point of the building soars past the palace by a large margin. Many feel the comparative grandeur of the cathedral implies that the authority of Sanctism exceeds that of the royal family, which has nettled more than a few older citizens. Okay, that's fine. Cool.
That reminds me.
Right. Wonder if the funeral will be packed with the country's aristocrats, he said.
What is it?
The chaos gives us a perfect opportunity. Okay. Today's the royal funeral. The king. Oh. He's really gone. My bottle's about gone too. Gonna have to throw my own royal funeral. Yeah.
What?
Ugh, he reeks. What's with this guy? We can't go through this way, so let's stay clear. Okay then. I guess you want me to go this way first? I don't know why, but I can sense Moore's presence over there. Does that mean this place is peaceful enough that you can connect to Academia? Come to think of it, I did find a new power. I should go to Academia when I can. Yes, that's the entire reason why that guy was there, is to push you into Moore.
Now, where was I?
I feel Moore's presence. Go to Academia.
Would you look at this?
I sense the power of a new archetype. Do come and speak to me should you want to study it.
Ah, right.
Yes. The DLC. I understand. Hello. Ah, thank you for coming. You seem to be walking your own path as I expected you would. Splendid.
Well then.
I realize this is sudden, but there's something I wanted to ask of you regarding the power you are all gifted with. About archetypes. I have a task I'd like you to undertake.
What?
What do you mean by task?
All right.
To stand fearless in the face of change. That may not only alter your form, but reveal the heroic qualities you embody. That indeed is the truth of archetypes. The heroes of our kingdom's history all showed glimpses of such power, though not to the extent you have. Yet now their tales are largely forgotten, fables in obscurity.
That means...
A hero standing alone is no hero at all, but a simple dissenter. Without the support of others, their ideals are soon buried beneath history's weight, and their lives go unnoticed. The same holds true for archetypes. An archetype will only reach their ultimate power once you obtain and unite many heroic embodiments. If you can achieve this, my dream shall too be fulfilled. this way, I'm sure we can take the first step towards the ideal world I described in my novel.
Because you see,
reaching this power is vital for me as well. Researching this power is vital for me as well. For our first task, I'd like you to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the healer. I'm certain the task will be a fruitful opportunity for you to hone what draws others to you. That is to say, your outwardly royal virtue. Quest start. To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage. I should raise the healer archetype to rank 10. This can be completed by anyone? What do you mean this can be completed by anyone? What a weird final sentence. I mean, I think I understand what it might mean, but that's... I guess it means you can have it equipped to anyone. Yeah, that must be all it means. Also, it says, to nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage. I'll need to raise the healer archetype to rank 10. Well, we're not raising it to arc 10 before the end of the... before the end of this assassination attempt, are we? So, it basically implies what's going to happen. A little bit, which is a little odd. And it'll increase imagination as a reward? Oh, but that's a royal virtue. Oh.
Please.
You need but complete your task and speak to me. That act alone will grant me boundless understanding. Why are you helping me?
Why?
Why are you going to such lengths to help me? I already told you. Call it a personal wish and an opportunity for mutual benefit.
Yes, that's right.
A confrontation with your nemesis is inevitable, is it not? For all your plans and devices, one day you will have to face and fight Count Luis. This definitely seems like this should be happening later. I mean, obviously it isn't, because it specifically told us to come here and talk to him, but the way it's phrased is like it should be happening later.
But for that...
To that end, you must seek to awaken new and stronger archetypes and research the way their powers complement each other. Chance encounters are often spur a hero to grow. Indeed, they change the very world around them. As we share a fantasy of ideals, surely I too will share in this growth.
This research.
And when that happens, my memories may gradually return. The king's seal upon them may fade, such as where this place is and why the king confined me here. Through research you gain more power and I regain my memories, but ultimately we reach the utopia I dream of. A mutually beneficial agreement, no? Already your efforts have done much for my research. Now, there is more I can do to assist you.
How delightful.
If an archetype has learned a skill, I can make it inheritable by other archetypes. And this is why you want to switch archetypes. It was like there was a system missing, and this is the system that I think I was thinking of. Like, there had to be a reason for you to switch archetypes, otherwise you just level 1 and you just keep going with 1. Okay. I can show you whenever you'd like. In this way, your encounters with others will become a source of even greater strength.
Regards.
Let us face these hardships together. I've high hopes for your future endeavors.
Right.
Oh, this is him telling us about the things on the couch again. This is him telling us about the DLC. Anyway. Skill inheritance is now available. You can spend mag to unlock previously learned skills and give them to other archetypes. You can individually set the skills each archetype inherits. So if I go here and I say I want to learn something on the mage, I can say I want the mage to learn wind.
Alright.
To unlock this skill and make it inheritable, I need 500 mag. Would you like to proceed? Yes, I would actually.
I've been saving this.
Okay. I see, so you can be like, that's the equipped skill that this one has, but then if I'm on Seeker, I can be like, actually, Seeker, I really want to have bought the fire spell. Okay. That's fine. And then, Stroll? On the Seeker, I want you to have Diagonal Slash, right? Yes, I want you to have Diagonal Slash, so you can have a physical attack on the Seeker. Need 600 mag for that. Okay.
This should do the trick.
That seems perfectly reasonable. Also, Oh, I was going to say also there's no Grius, but there's no Grius because he only knows one archetype. Yeah. Wait a second, there's no Grius? Wait, there's no Grius because Grius isn't in the party currently. Oh, right. Healer. Cells at magical support can restore health, cure status ailments, and cast light magic. Oh. Okay. Also interesting to see what names they are passing forward from S&T and which ones they aren't. Because, like, Hama is the name of the light attack in SMT, but Agi is the name of the fire attack, while in this game it's Bot. It's just kind of interesting to see what they decided to carry forward and which ones they didn't decide to carry forward. Okay. I mean, we could have this. If we're going to, like, a magic-y path, I guess it would make sense to have a little bit of this. We should probably study it at least, so we can have it.
Fascinating.
The Healer. This is the archetype you sense from Maria's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of a saintly presence who gives strength to others through their love and devotion to all life.
All right.
1,000 bag is required to channel the Healer for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yes.
I'm counting on you.
That is the power I seek.
Of course.
Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a healer. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to reach out a hand to any in need, even amidst the chaos of battle, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the healer.
Really?
So this is the power of the healer's soul. Feel the power of restoration and light within me. I will help others. For anyone in need, I will do all in my power. Cool.
New skills, new
Nope,
possibilities.
I'm not going to pass everything over to it. But we can also go to skill inheritance from here. Be like, I want it to have psych or something. Oh, but because I've already paid for psych, I don't need to pay for it again. Oh, okay. So once you paid for something once, you paid for it across all of them. That makes sense. Okay, that's cool. Listen.
Now that you say it.
At any rate, have you checked any of the shelves here? They're filled with books on the nature of archetypes. I've added my own footnotes to many of the texts as well. Given the selection, I could be imprisoned here for the rest of my life and still have more to learn. I intend to document my findings on the second floor. There's still much for me to do, but I'd appreciate your help in the future. What was lectures again? Ah, right. Tutorials. I remember. Hello, cat. I'm able to forget the hustle of the outside world, even if for a moment. Okay, so that's not what we need to do there. It's fine. Let's climb up the ladder and find the healer. Must be on the other side then. It's at the end. I see. Right. There we go. In times of yore, there lived heroes who healed all who looked to them for succor regardless of birth. Their souls together form the power of the healer. Among them, the adept who walks the path of salvation I dub the cleric, and the elite guardian of all things holy I dub the savior. The healer archetype is not only peerless in its healing and purification on the battlefield, it is a master of offensive light magic as well. But in choosing to heal, one must sacrifice the strength to harm, or the resilience to act as a shield. Let no healer forget this truth.
That's right.
So this archetype is a supporting role with great healing magic and some offensive with light magic, but otherwise it's pretty fragile. Okay, makes sense. Send the ladder and open the door. I do wish to leave.
Come again.
Okay. This is fine. Little weirded out that Grius wasn't there, obviously, but that's okay. So where we need to go is back the way that we came, or wait, where are we? No, it's up the top. It's fine. So can I go this way into the magic shop? Seems like I can, yeah. Okay.
That reminds me.
Rumor has it the store only operates at night. Maybe we should check it out some night when we're free. Okay, so that's an implication that that's the reason why they put the guy on the other alleyway. It's to basically be like, you don't need to go here right now. Okay, there's a way up here. Is there anybody who wants to speak up here? No. Alright. Hello. Is the procession still far? Suppose it wouldn't pass through a dingy street like this. There's no way they bring the king near a street full of parapas. Whoa there, hold on now. Is that an Elda over there? Don't stare. Oh, I can feel my skin crawling. So they're like, oh, they wouldn't ever bring it near us. And then they're like, oh, but this guy sucks. Okay.
Hey, mister.
Mum got cross with me. She said, don't say bad things about other people. Saying bad things about parapas is A-okay. Why's that? Because I don't get in trouble for saying stuff like weird ears or no horn. And so, wait, hold on. You don't have horns either, huh, mister? You're not Clamar? Oh, so this is the Clamar boys coming down here to make fun of the parapas. Lovely. Okay.
You've come at a good time.
Hey now, elder lad. That's a nice sword you've got there. Relax, I'm no thief, but that sword says you're a mercenary, so I've got a little proposal for you. You must have picked up some mag from fighting monsters, yeah? If you're not using it, let me take it off your hands. By mag, I'm talking about that little magla crystal shards. I buy them up on order of the Sanctus Church.
Don't miss your chance to
The
sell now.
accumulators out there gather it too, but I say they're inefficient. Anyway, what else would you use it for? Pretty sweet deal I'm offering, mate.
Isn't that...
Mag, that's the currency we use to study archetypes in academia. If you're really strapped for money, you can exchange mag here. We need both though, so I'll leave it up to you. We're not strapped for cash. I don't think we are anyway. Magic Accumulator. A device that gathers magla crystals too small or impure for use and refines them into magla crystals of sufficient quality for use in magic igniters as a number of open pipes that extend outwards and is sometimes accompanied by a floating terminal device, mainly stationed in areas where large amounts of people gather, such as Grand Trad or other large cities. The pipes and floating terminal collect magla from the atmosphere, though the amount collected is marginal because the technology is new. The quality of crystals produced is a far cry from good, but they are sufficient for igniters and are linked to the increased efficiency in igniter production, which until now has always required natural crystals. Though unpopular with most of the nobility who see them as an eyesore, they are viewed favourably by most, the main reason being that the crystals produced by signiters can be sold. This alleviates the discontent of those who feel deprived of the opportunity to make use of the magla that exists within everyone, as igniters and magic education are too expensive. Okay. That's fine. And then culture? Currency. The reeve is the standardized unit of currency in the United Kingdom of Uchronia. It comes in several denominations marked by size, shape, and type of coin, and ranges in value from large gold coins to average silver coins to various copper coins for sub-unit amounts. Oh, there's more to it. The largest denomination of reeve is the Uchronian ingot, or ingot, equivalent to 20,000 reeve. It is rectangular in shape and fitted with a special stone to prevent forgery and rarely seen due to its high value. The Uchronian gold coin, or gold, equals 5,000 reeve. It's a circular golden coin bearing the likeness of the first king of Uchronia, who is extolled as the merciful king. Silver coins come in two variations. The first is called silver, as the Uchronian silver coin equal to 500 reeve. It is round in shape and bears the crest of the Uchronian royal family. The second is the regolith silver coin. The regolith silver coin is a relatively new denomination equal to 1,000 reeve. It's commonly known as church silver. It was issued by the Crown Theocracy to commemorate both the state's adoption of Sanctism as its official religion and the construction of the regolith Grand Cathedral. It is the same triangular shape as the Sanctus crest and serves to reinforce the political power of the Sanctus Church. Copper coins have been in circulation across all three countries since before the annexation and continues to be used today. There is no uniform value for them, and they're mainly used to exchange nominal amounts too small for silver. These qualities, as well as how rarely they are counterfeit, has led to them remaining unregulated. All copper coins are round in shape but feature various designs. The most common coin in circulation is the Uchronian standard, but there are many featuring geography from Oceania and Ontario as well. That's a lot on currency. Cool. We'll head into this Spado Smithy. Anything to do here, or can we just run around? I see.
there.
The royal funeral's been held today, so I've got to close up shop soon to mourn in my own way. If you're looking for to make a purchase, get on with it, please. So I can sell some stuff? Yeah.
Now then.
Nice. Appraise? Nothing to appraise. Listen.
What do you think?
In order to get the most out of any weapon, consideration must be paid to its type. For example, swords slash the enemy, while lances pierce them. Familiar with the characteristics of a weapon, even the simplest of attacks may turn the tide. Weapon's affinity can decide the victor before a blow is ever struck. For a true warrior, this is all common knowledge, but since so many these days rely on igniters and skip the fundamentals, I'd figured I'd refresh your memory just to be safe. So we got Iron Sword, Kindling Staff, Iron Greatsword, Bronze Knuckles, and Apprentice Mace. Okay, we have nothing that we can use the Knuckles on, or the Mace. Or the Greatsword, actually, currently. Although I assume Greatsword is for the Warrior one. Oh, right, Mace is used by Healer. I see, Knuckles are used by nothing, so there's something we don't have yet. Increases fire attack strength. That's pretty good. We have money for it. Let's buy it. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you, we could buy an iron sword for you, which is an increase of 32. That also seems worth it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Awesome. Right, we'll leave them be. I don't know if we need to buy these, but I feel like buying equipment when the game's like you should buy equipment is not a bad idea. Head into Shieldworks. Hello.
Welcome.
Ooh, what a rare customer. Sorry, but we'll be closing because of the royal funeral, I'm afraid. Anything we can sell here? Oh, right, so we can sell, like, generic things here. I guess we could sell them at the other place as well. Nothing to appraise. Listen. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but there's no wisdom in buying the first piece of armor that happens to be within your budget. That may be reasonable when you're dealing with clothing or shoes, but for defensive gear, it's best to prioritize armor that suits your needs and body. You start acting like some spoiled Clemar and come back in here complaining and demanding a return for armor that doesn't fit, I swear I'll ban you. It'd be bad for us to get banned from here. In any case, we should put some consideration into compatibility between our armor and Archetype. Okay. So Iron Mail is available for the Warrior. Grand Jacket's available for all of us, and then the Surcoat's available for the Mage and Healer. I think we want the Surcoat. Yeah. I think we want one of those for us.
Yeah.
And then the Grand Jacket, I think would be good to buy one of for Stroll.
Oh.
That makes sense to me. Cool. And we have some of this stuff as well. Nice to compare to what we're currently using. I don't know if we need +1 magic. We'll leave that for now. I guess it gives you some defense, but I'm more interested in the main stuff. We need to save some money because we need to buy some stuff at the item shop, I think. Right. Comfort concoctions.
Ugh, come on.
My word, what is this? There's a hair on this herb. Fine, shopkeep, I'll buy it for half the price.
And what is it you want?
The king wouldn't have looked twice at me, but you can't help but feel sad. Anyway, making a purchase today. Nothing to appraise. You could sell the same stuff.
Oh,
Listen.
But which action to undertake?
The variety's not here's not bad, eh? All these jars do is make it a little cramped. All these jars do make it a little cramped, though, I suppose. You can hear the little buggers scurrying away to find new homes. I'm sorry, but please bear with me until I can clean things up. Okay, so I don't necessarily want to buy expensive medicine. We have revival stuff. Poison. I mean, we'll buy at least 2 poison things just because it's there. Buy a paralysis. And a charm. Well, do we want to buy a charm? Good whack cures charm. Use it to return to a dungeon entrance? That's interesting. Inflict paralysis. I kind of wanted healing to all allies. Oh, you also sell something called parch water. Mysterious water that induces thirst the more you drink it. A natural dissecant to dry up plants and trees. Huh, that's sold out though. Guess I'll buy a slapstick fan. And then we're out of money. So just like a few things that will help us cure some things if we run into them.
Eh?
Probably won't matter, but it's worth doing anyway.
See there.
It seems Sanctifex Forden will be the next king, or so my husband tells me. He has some standing with the Sanctus leadership, you see. He hears all sorts of inside gossip. Incredible, my husband could never.
Eh?
Okay.
You keep away from me.
Oh, it's just so rude. Anyway, let's head. Well, let's save, and then head forward. I'm ready. Let's go. Now we need to go to the cathedral, although there are other places for us to go. I'm out of money. Anyway. Small child. Hello.
Hey, mister.
My mum said she's going to go see the royal funeral. Not me, though. I'm going to stay home and play with my dad. Alright. Got some more chats happening here.
You're not serious.
It was a bounty I'd been after for a while, but when I asked about it at the recruitment center, I heard that Katharina had already taken it out. Ha, I don't envy your luck. Must be rough having to go up against the best bounty hunter in the country. It's frustrating, but I do honestly admire her for her excellent work. If she wasn't a Parapus, I'm sure people would see her in a much better light.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay. Over here, we have another shop. Hello.
You there?
Young man, have you some interest in this shop's wares? Don't presume this is some paltry Mostari shop from the Malnova archipelago to Montario with wares from all over the country. Costs sometimes reflect that fact accordingly, however, with all sorts of things, from gear with power to heal to foodstuffs to, well, nothing you'd want in your kitchen. What do you mean by that last bit? This place is a little suspicious. But do you want to buy something anyway? Mindless mallet. Or soothing sweet bun. I'll buy a mindless mallet.
Can we talk?
He said that hitting an opponent with it will make them forget things. Right now you have 0 thoughts. Never mind.
Bye-bye now. You there?
Soothing sweet bun? No, I just wanted you to tell me what it was, but I'll leave you be. I guess he sells weird items you can't get else, or you can't normally get here.
Dreadful.
This city is way too big. I got carried away and started running down the central street, and now look at me, the Grand Cathedral feels like an eternity away. Can I go other places? If I want to go this way, can I? Yes. Oh, I didn't think you'd let me.
Leave it out, mate.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, now that we're exploring, let's really explore. Hello. So the funeral procession is yet to begin. It's being organized by the church, isn't it? Obviously, it'll be His Eminence Ford doing so. If all goes well, he'll be our next king. Obviously, you say. He's not even been named the official successor. Expect what you want, but still. Okay.
All right then.
There is another path there that leads to somewhere, and although I think those both might lead to the street down where we started.
Closure.
The royal funeral is set to commence. Everyone gather at the Grand Cathedral. Gather at the Grand Cathedral. Okay. We'll keep going down this way and then we'll work our way back up again. Alright. Saw a rabid monster. Okay, so we've heard that chat before. I do like it if you've heard it before, it'll just show it above and be like, this is what they were saying. We're going to the tavern? We're allowed in? We're allowed in the tavern. Okay.
What a mess.
I was thinking of eating just before the royal funeral, but apparently the area in front of the Grand Cathedral is already quite crowded. It's a shame if I couldn't get inside. Let's leave now and make our way there quickly.
What am I gonna do?
Oh, an Eldar, quite a rare sight in a town like this. Sorry, but I'm about to close shop. I'll have the church's eyes on me if I leave it open on the day of the royal funeral.
Excuse me?
Hey now, what do you think you're doing? The kitchen is off limits. That's, you know, perfectly reasonable, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. All of that was perfectly reasonable. But we were allowed in there. I guess that means we're probably allowed inside the Igniter shop as well, right? Interesting. Well, let's keep running around here. No, none of these people. You've got something to say. Hello.
Oi!
Alright, folks, welcome to Grand Trad. Slap anyone sleeping awake for me, would you? The city's pretty busy with the funeral. Getting into the Grand Cathedral will be a mite naughty for the time being. Who cares about the royal funeral? We need to find some food and money for tomorrow.
The Grand Cathedral, why?
You got anything to say?
That's terribly unfair.
But what is there to do now?
Is the funeral procession perhaps still far away? I don't see it on this route, but I was certain it passed through here along the central street. I can't tell if I want to see the procession or not. I think I'm afraid to view the incontrovertible proof that His Majesty is no longer with us.
That's terribly unfair.
Okay. Well, let's head this way. And we have some fuss happening over here.
Awful big britches for an elder.
Isn't this grand?
Hurry and give me a lift. I came all the way to Grand Trad to see the royal funeral. What, the Grand Cathedral's so crowded, I'll never get in. It was so hard to even get here.
If I may.
Madam, you must calm down. It'll be a while before we can depart. Being so irritated won't...
Awful big britches for an elder.
Okay.
This is a joy.
Do the Lyconian Magic Association igniters have to be so damn expensive? Though I suppose all magic igniters are pretty costly. I hear you, mate. Maybe I'll lodge a complaint with the shop owner. You know, like I did at the exchange earlier. Well, this shop is owned by Brigitte Lycone. I heard she isn't one to be trifled with. Regardless, I'm a paying customer. Let me speak with her. Just realized something here. Can we go in the church? Also, did we do that? We did that chat. Yeah, can we go in the church? We can. Can we get our thing purified? Hello? Closure. Today is the day of the royal funeral, so the believers have gathered at the Grand Cathedral. If you have need of our services, please be quick about it.
Share our faith.
Judging by the sword upon your hilt, I take it you're a warrior. If you carry armaments with hidden potential, I can purify them for you. However, no matter how sincere you may be, you are still an elder. You must demonstrate a basic understanding of sanctism if you expect my cooperation. My wisdom was informed I could ask the church to purify my equipment. Certain equipment can be taken to a church and purified, after which it is born anew with enhanced capabilities and new special effects. You can unlock the purify function by raising the wisdom royal virtue. Equipment that can be purified will be noted in the item description.
Let us share our faith.
Okay, so I can't do that yet. Thought I'd just double check. Listen. The phrase closure contains lost ancient words within.
Pray with me.
Now cast your eyes downward and put your hands to your face and pay your respects and bare your soul before God. Praying while covering both eyes with both hands. I feel like not being able to see anything would make me more anxious. Okay. So you cure some ailment removers as well. Okay. I was initially thinking the first shop that we had, also we can't go to that place over there. The first shop that we had, I was like, oh, so they sell these things, that might be what we run into. But I think we now just have access to the normal shops that we're going to have in the game, so we might have just bought some stuff that was not going to be useful at all right now. Anyway, head out here, see the cathedral.
Simply amazing.
Look over there, you can see the royal palace. No, wait, that's not right. That's where the Grand Cathedral is, at least I assume so, since it's off the main street.
And what is it?
Seems to me sanctism is the really privileged thing around here, even more so than the monarchy. Okay, there's been a lot of people saying that. Head in. Ooh. What have we got? Display igniter.
Incredible.
So this is the latest model of magic igniter. I admit it does have a very nice high-end feel to it. Wow, look at the price tag. Who has this kind of money? I suppose without one, most people can't cast magic. With an igniter like this, anyone could potentially wield magic, but the price certainly restricts who can get one. Conceited noble?
Ridiculous.
Just who do you think you are? Don't tell me someone of your lowly stature actually intends to purchase an igniter. Surely this shop's standards can be so low that they would sell one to an elder. I'd wager you haven't even an idea what magic or igniters are in the first place. Do you know? Huh, you're trying to make a fool out of me, but in the interest of charity, allow me to impart the basics of magic upon your undeserving ears. Listen well, you clod. Magic is activated by consuming a power called magla, the origin of magic. You can't see magla, but it's everywhere, in the air, in the soil, in our own selves even. Know that magla means nothing without a way to activate it, and that's where igniters come in. These days, most come with their own maglet crystals, so to practice, anyone can use magic. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. That being said, igniters are expensive, as you can plainly see. How this shop's windows are likely the closest you'll ever get to owning one. So rude. Crystals and magic igniters. Aren't the crystals used as materials when they build the igniters? How are igniters even constructed anyway? I can't even begin to imagine how you would make such a thing. Okay. Mysterious crystal. These crystals aren't merchandise, are they? They just seem like lumps of magla. I'm just wondering if we went into this mode whether we'd see anything. We don't. Okay. Hello. At this establishment, we only sell the very best magic igniters in the whole country. It's our policy to decline service to certain tribes, including the Elder. Apologies, but I must ask you to leave. Wow, their owner didn't seem that rude to us before. That's unacceptable. First of all, magic igniters are premium high-end products. Even if I did want to serve you, I couldn't do so without permission of an association representative.
What?
And just who is this representative? That would be Lady Brigitta Lycone. Lycone. She is also in charge of operations of this igniter shop. Also, that implies the fairy is actually actively out here talking to people. Which, of course, she is, but yeah, not always. Sometimes she's hidden, but I guess she's decided she no longer needs to hide. Okay. Despite being a very notable thing and us on a secret mission. Alright, let's head this way just to double check that this goes where we think it goes. And then we'll go back to where we should be going. Yeah, so this is the other route into Sunshade Row. It's just a different way in here. We have, if you see this, it's the route we didn't take earlier. Oh, hello. I missed you. There's nothing but clamour of this and nobles round here lately. It's killing me listening to it all. That's fine. Let's head up. And through here.
Keep away from me.
All the way through here. Right. Now, we should have a few more people to talk to in this area. Then, we should have a funeral to go to. Let me just check the map for a second. Okay. So we got a big area there. We got some mumbles happening. Hello? Whoever was behind the king's death, I'd be disappointed if they stopped here. This country is rotten to the core. Or it stops there. This country is rotten to the core. It needs to collapse once and for all. It's quite a disrespectful thing to say, though I must agree. Wow. Okay.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, there!
To think so many would gather like this. I suppose it is to be expected of a royal funeral. Was the late king that popular with the people? Suppose many have come only to see the grand cathedral.
Oh, dear me.
Okay, we go in here. I mean, we are members of the guard.
Let's not.
Going into the recruitment center now might not be wise. Let's steer clear. Or steer clear. Okay.
Oh, dear me.
Interesting. I'm gonna make it do a dangerous thing and move a little closer to the cathedral. Hello. You must be Katharina? Wonder what it's like inside. I got this friend working for a nice family. She'll get to watch the royal funeral from the good seats. Yeah, I think that's the bounty hunter lady. Just judging from appearance. Water merchant?
It's quite fresh.
Sorry to break it to you, but we're planning to close up shop early today. We're mourning for the king and all.
Fancy a chat?
I'm not just any old water, you know. You won't find such clean well water anywhere else. My husband goes through loads of trouble bringing it back here, so please don't say it's overpriced. A cooking ingredient? And the fact that we had access to a kitchen earlier makes me think there's a cooking mechanic. Memorandum? Water merchant. Merchants who sell precious portable water, especially vital in Grand Trad, where lack of water is a chronic issue because of a heavy desertification. Water merchants know where safe water sources exist and how to purify drinking water, and do not reveal their trade secrets to others. In times of disaster or extreme drought, water can be valued higher than gold. Majority of water merchants are parapas who have no qualms with the arduous labor the profession demands. Okay. Interesting.
Amazing.
Well, you're obviously some kind of butcher. You're a burly butcher.
What should I do?
People may be flooding in for the royal funeral, but I'm not raising prices for a quick reeve. That's how I'm paying my respects to His Majesty.
Actually,
I used to think meat was only cooked at home or in shops, but these gauntlet runners the rich folk drive around have kitchens in them apparently. Gauntlet runners, I'd like to try riding in one someday. Okay, so he sells the bird meat. Okay, cool. Now, I think he's a Roussan, but I'm trying to figure out whether he's potentially a rogue. Must be a Roussan because of the ears, I'm assuming. Just trying to identify people by sight. So you're obviously a Parapus, right? Hired as muscle.
Amazing.
Now I'm looking. So you're a Clemar. Yeah. Don't know. We're gonna need to do some more investigating at points. Was there a chat I missed? No. Okay. Map-wise, we've got to do the outside here. Don't think there's anything along there. This way. Again, don't see anything. Ah, hello. What did I tell you, sir? We made it just in time.
Whoa.
They must have come for the royal funeral, but Grand Cathedral's already so crowded. Oh, I don't know if they actually made it in time. Okay.
Wonderful.
Well, I think that's everyone we needed to speak to. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it is. So I'm going to save, and then... This seems like a good cliffhanger to end the episode on. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we're going to head into the Grand Cathedral and, well, assassinate Luis? Definitely we're going to do that. 100% is going to succeed. Ignore the fact we have a quest that says that he's like our long-term rival and that we're going to defeat him one day. We're going to defeat him now. It's a very short game. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.